Hey, I am Emily with M Design, and today I wanted to talk to you about my experience using Wix and how it has been incredible for 9 years. I cannot believe I'm saying that out loud. 9 years? I feel like 9 years ago I was 12, but unfortunately not. So let's talk about it. I went to a small community college and graduated with my associate's degree in graphic design. It was an awesome experience. I loved every single second of it. I had an incredible instructor, and she pushed us to really be creative, but also to really not cut corners. And that's something I really appreciate about her, because I think that she knew that as creative people, we definitely would try to cut corners and just do the fun stuff and not, finish things well or do a good job with it. And that community college was also awesome because they gave us a well-rounded educational experience. So not only did we get to learn graphic design, so like Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, After Effects, all that stuff, we also got to take a drawing class, and we also took marketing and business classes, which was so helpful because you have to have the grounding in business to be able to be successful as a creative. Because as creatives, I don't know about you, I'm a creative and I just want to do all the things all the time and not do all like the other things all the time, like taxes or budgeting or sorting through mail. Even sometimes is just not my jam. So those classes really helped set us up for success and set me up for success when it comes to a business. So during that time, I had never heard of Wix before. I did take 2 semesters at that community college of HTML website design. It was probably the worst experience I had there. The book was like this thick for each class. We had a book for each class that was this thick, and it was just like soul killing. I could not understand it. There were some unfortunate circumstances with our teacher where she became very ill. She was a great teacher. She knew so much, but she fell very ill, and we were unable to really glean from her understanding and her knowledge. So I'm embarrassed to say that I Googled I Googled like a template for WordPress, and I made my own site, and I got through. Barely. I remember sitting on the front porch of my little house in that town, calling the teacher to make sure that I had passed so that I could graduate. I did. Me and my friend, hey Laura, we totally passed. Actually, there were several friends in there, but Laura and I both were just like waiting by the phone for confirmation that we would indeed get to graduate from community college. It was rough. And so from there, I completely ditched the idea of ever doing website design and said I'll only do like print and maybe some video and photography stuff, more like marketing for small businesses, but never website. So I was working in a ministry at the time and doing their social media graphics, their video, their like presentation graphics, and it was awesome. I absolutely loved that. It was a really good experience. I got a lot of good knowledge about marketing and a lot of print design knowledge, which I really enjoyed. But it was during that time that I kind of started doing some side gig stuff. And it's my grandpa's business actually. He has a business that sells industrial pressure washers and other ag-related equipment to several industries across Nebraska. And so I reached out to him and my uncle, and I was like, hey, can I help you with some of your branding? Or maybe they said something to me. I don't know. We're always talking. They're super cool. And so I designed like a tent for them and a logo for them for trade shows. And from there, he was like, we need a website. And I'm like, I'm not helping you. And so he said, okay, get some quotes together for a website. And so I was, looking for individuals who would design these websites. And we were left with options that were like $5,000 to $10,000 just for a straight up homepage and like contact area, no e-commerce, no nothing. It was just bare bones. And so I got really discouraged because I'm like, no one wants to spend $10,000 on a website. And so I looked into Wix, and I think I just played around with it a little bit. And I'm like, this is stinking awesome. And then I did some research online. I'm like, this is really awesome. And so I presented it to my uncle, and he was very knowledgeable because he said, hey, I've heard about Wix. It's an image-based software. Like, you don't have a lot of good, rich content behind it. And I'm like, okay, you are probably right, because I am new to this. It seems too good to be true. And normally that means that it is. So I just kind of ditched that idea for their business, but I love the thought of Wix. And so I was continuously like researching it and building just like sample little sites here and there. I think I built myself a website. Yeah, I built myself a website. And I'm like, this is awesome. And I don't see where there's any rich content missing. I don't see where the SEO lacks, you know? And come to find out that he was right. In the beginning, Wix was an image-based software, and compared to like WordPress or HTML sites, yeah, it was not a good option. But they really beefed up things on their end. And I presented it to him again. I said, hey, here's the thing. I really think I can do this. Unless you want to spend $8,000 for some random person, you know, somewhere far away to build your website, which you can definitely do. I said, would you please let me try? Let me try to build your site. If you don't like it, you don't have to pay me for it. We'll take it down. It's like it never happened, and we'll just move forward. That was 9 years ago, and we love the site. They love their site. We've got e-commerce on it now. It's been awesome. It's been like the grounds for all of our marketing. So it's like the base layer. We built this website, and then we've been building all of our marketing on top of it. It's been great, a great asset. Since then, I've built dozens of other websites for people, and they love it. I love it because I can teach them, the client, how to update the website themselves, which is a huge plus, because I don't know how many times I've heard, my website designer made me this WordPress site. All I have are these passwords, or I don't have the passwords. They're gone. I can't get a hold of them. I'm out all this money. What do I do? How do I update my site? Super stressful. Or, you know, there's a lot of security updates that have to happen in WordPress sites that if you don't do them on a regular basis, you're going to get locked out. And it's too stressful. And so Wix has been a really great option for my clients. So after that, I gained a lot of confidence in Wix and my abilities to use Wix to design. And so I literally I went door to door in the town that I lived in and asked people if they wanted a website. And my favorite instance is the Rustic Patch, and that is one of my great friends. She has an incredible store in Nebraska of rustic home decor and painting classes. She has an amazing lifestyle box subscription that she has set up. But I walked in and I said, hey, I like what you do. Do you need a website? And I offered to build her website for $300. And they were kind and gracious enough to work with me through over the last, oh my goodness, like 7 years they've worked with me. And they have been so gracious to allow me to try new things, because as a website designer, you're like, you know what, I don't know, let's try it. And then if your client's like, cool, it was perfect. And so, yeah, I've worked with them for a long time, just become great friends with a lot of clients. And in the last 3 years, you know, I've launched a couple different websites that have taken up a majority of my time with marketing and social media graphics and stuff. You know, it's not just a website, it's about branding and content creation. And so I've helped several other small businesses with that, and it's been an awesome experience. So my 9 years with Wix has been awesome. Yes, there are a handful of things that bug me about Wix, like, you know, there's little things that you come across. Okay, so number one, you have to be really creative when you are trying to upsell on a sales page. You just got to be creative. We've always made it work. I've always made it work for my clients, but it's not as easy as another system out there, but it's a one-stop shop. So you don't have to have like Wix plus a cart app plus a course app. No, it's all in one. And that's, keeping it simple is way more important to me than, than having it perfect. And that's not right either, because I think having it perfect is a really important thing. Like, you need to have a good user experience, but having it all in one platform motivates me to make workarounds in Wix that benefit my client, that work for the user, and that all around create a really great experience. Because if you have several different apps, you have several different ways for your customer to be confused. So that is one frustration. Another frustration is You can't have coupons for online courses, like just little nitpicky stuff like that we have created workarounds for, but still, there's always going to be things that need to be improved in a system, right? So yeah, there's a lot of little nitpicky things that I could throw out there. But overall, it has been a great experience. A huge reason why I really respect and appreciate Wix is their security. Their security is great. I go in and I set up e-commerce for my clients, and I love the peace of mind knowing that in all of my 9 years of working with Wix, there's never been a data breach or a security breach. Never. Fortunately, with WordPress, you hear about them all the time. I've had people contact me about their WordPress sites where they're like, hey, my SSL is down and I can't accept payments. I'm like, it's because you didn't go in and manually update all of your apps. It's because you didn't go in and make sure that all of your updates synced with each other. And I can't help you at this point. Like, there's no special code that I can type in. You need a system that covers your bases for you and keeps you safe and keeps your clients safe. So if you are building a website for someone else, I would highly recommend using Wix because they are so incredibly safe. When you open up that Wix editor, it takes quite a long time to open. And I was on the phone with a Wix representative and I was like, oh, hey, my internet's being slow. Sorry. He's like, no. He's like, that is not why it's taking so long. He said, Wix has so many security features in place that it takes a really long time for it to load when you first open up the editor. I'm like, buddy, that's awesome. Thank you. Either you're just saying that because I'm being impatient. No. Wix has a very high security level so that you can feel secure in accepting e-commerce payments, building websites for your clients, and sharing a great place online for your customers and followers to interact with each other. Something else I really love and appreciate about Wix is that you get what you get. So when you sign up, you don't have to upgrade at all times. Yes, there are upgrades you have to build, but they give you the tools you need to get started and be successful right away. So, they have incredible email marketing. I love their email marketing. I absolutely love their customer relationship management software, their CRM software. It's all super streamlined. I love their app. It all is just very one-stop shop. And, some people say you don't want that because if Wix doesn't do one thing well, they just do several things kind of well. I've never seen that. I fully believe that they do what they do well, and they make it very simple for people who need to keep it very simple. So if you are looking to start a Wix website, or if you're looking to start a Wix website design business like me, I would love to help you. I have several videos here on my channel. I'm planning on making more. If you have specific questions, I would love that. Just ask me. I would love to make a video on anything that I know. And I also have a Wix website design course that I'm starting. This is for you if you're like, hey, I just really want to start a website for my business. I want to start a website for my husband's business, my uncle's business, my friend's business. I know that I can do this. I'm creative. I just don't know where to start. This is totally for you. Jump into this Wix website design course. This is everything I wish I knew when I first started looking for website build. Back when I was looking and getting $8,000 quotes, this is exactly what I wanted. It was a step-by-step process to just tell me what to do, and I knew it had to be easy. Turns out it is easy. It's simple. You just need to do it the right way or you're not going to look professional. So I really want to help you look professional, do it the right way. Keep it simple, keep it inexpensive. Don't waste all of your money on a website because you need that money to bring the people in and to enhance your user experience, enhance your product. You have to do marketing, you have to do advertising. Save your money for that. Let's create a basic, functional, professional website together, utilizing your resources, utilizing your brains that you know how to update it. You don't have to rely on someone else to do it for you. So join that Wix website design course waitlist. It's on my website, emdesignco.com/course. I also have some free resources on there that will help you get started on your website design process. Or if you're not even sure what you want to do, you just know you want to do something for yourself, you're just tired of working a 9 to 5, I do have some resources on there about business ideas you can start and how to get started before you even open a computer. So I hope that's helpful to you. And sorry I keep bouncing on this ball. I decided to try to use a yoga ball instead of a desk chair. And so far, it's been awesome, but I'm like, oh my goodness, it really does work some muscles. So I'm sorry I accidentally bounce once in a while. I just can't help it. I'm trying not to do it. But at 24 weeks pregnant, I'm trying to do everything I can to stay strong. So that was just a total side note in case any of you care why I'm slightly bouncing every once in a while. But thanks for being here today. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope to see you in that course. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.